Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I am doing a collaboration with Inlovearts.com. They have all kinds of cool crafting stuff. I'm sure a lot of people have already heard of them because there's a lot of people here on YouTube that are doing collaboration videos for them, with them, however you want to say it. But they have some great die cuts and stamps and paper and just all kinds of different things. So that's who I am working with. I got my package of things that I got to pick out, so they contacted me and asked me if I would be interested in reviewing some of their product and then doing some projects using the items that I got. And so I agreed to that, and I got to go on their website and pick out items. And in my description box below I will have a link for a 15% off coupon code, and you can go on there and order things from them and get 15% off, which is really nice of them to do that. So all their information will be in my description box below. So this is what I got. Sorry, I'm going to take a sip of water. I feel like a scratchy throat thing coming. Sorry about that. I went to work this morning and I had to take my cat to the vet, and it's just kind of been one of those crazy days. So anyway, I got these really cute little they're doilies, but they kind of remind me of snowflakes, and they're stickers. So let me show you those because they're super cute. They're tiny, and so like right now I'm working on a mini album again, or journal. I always want to say album. And they would be cute, you know, almost like snowflakes or something if you're doing some Christmas things, or like on to and from tags. They would be super cute. And yeah, they're just really cute. And I haven't actually tried to peel one off because I just opened it, obviously. But I will do some playing with this so that you can see. There's just all different kinds. There's lots of variety. I mean, there's some that are the same as others, but there's tons of variety in here. So, see, there's one that is actually a snowflake, and that one. You might, that's not the best paper choice, but I'm just saying they would be cute in a mini album because they're mini. So, yeah, those are super cute, and you get a whole bunch of them in there. Ooh. So those are great, really cute stickers, and I'll put them on something so you can see what they actually look like in a minute. And then I got, this is like a background stamp, and it's hard to tell, that's why I'm going to show you what this stuff looks like and does, but this is more like my unboxing video. But it's kind of splats and wrinkly, sort of, I don't know, I just thought it would be fun. I mean, it would be fun for Halloween, but I bet you could even do like an icy something with that, and I kind of have an idea that I'll show you guys in a minute. But so that's a background stamp, just a big, that's a nice size stamp for a background. And then these are die cuts. So there's like, these are all Christmas things, and I just kind of got these for fun. I thought they would be cute in these little mini journals that I've been making. There's like a little corner thing, and there's a stocking and a candle, and some of them I'm having trouble telling what they are, but I'm sure when they're cut out it's easier to tell. There's a bow, and let's see, I think this is like part of a wreath and a bow, so you can do the wreath one color and the bow another color. I'm not sure what this one over here is. I need to cut them so that I can see. It's just really hard, but they're just all little cute Christmas die cuts that I thought, you know, they're a nice size for these mini journals, because like there's the stocking, you know, it just gives you an idea. So that's fun. Oops, over here. This over there. And then these, I don't know, I just thought these would be super fun because you could do them in any color, any kind of paper that you want. Oh my goodness, if I can open them. And they're a die cut, and they're kind of random, but I think they would look really neat. Like, you know, down the side of a page, or, you know, like on these little minis, you could do, you know, just a section right there and put something over the top of it, just for layering, just to have some different pieces. And you just have to snip them to get them apart. So that's, and the same with these ones, they just have to be snipped where all those lines are, so that's no big deal. And then I got these Polaroid like die cut things. So I thought these would be super fun to do stuff with. And my niece is getting married, and I'm making her that Ledger Polaroid or not Polaroid, oh my goodness, guest journal, and she wants to put Polaroid pictures in there. And so I thought these might be kind of fun to have in a couple spots, like places for people to write text. And they say stuff like, moment, love you always, beautiful, and like, I mean, I may not use all of these for that, but you could even use this one for Christmas and put something over the little hearts. You could cover them entirely, like if you cut it out and you didn't want it to say anything, you could take another piece of paper and cover this bottom part if you wanted it like that, like if you wanted to use them for Christmas. So I just thought those were kind of fun. And then these, I don't know when exactly I will use these right now because we're kind of doing Christmas stuff, but they're bugs, and I just thought they were great. They kind of remind me of the Tim Holtz ones. I mean, obviously they're a little different than that, but it's a less expensive alternative anyways. And so you've got a bumblebee and a couple dragonflies, a big beetle, a moth, ants, another moth, and just, you know, insects. So I just thought these would be fun to play with in like nature journals or fun summer things or spring, you know, that type thing. So I liked those. And then I got one of these cool envelope, like lacy envelope things, and I have an idea for playing with this today that I think we will do as soon as I'm done showing you, because I don't know, I just think these videos where you just do the unboxing is a little bit boring, but I know that's kind of how they want it done, so you show what you got and then do videos later, but I just want to have a little play with that one, so I think we will do that for sure. And then this is another background stamp that I just thought was fun, because you could just use bits of it, you know, if you didn't necessarily want, you know, like the stars or whatever. It's kind of like those word stamps that we all use from Tim Holtz, where you can kind of just push it down in certain spots and use a part of it. But there's like circles and swirls and just all kinds of stuff on there. I thought that might be kind of fun to play with. I hope you guys saw all that, because I just realized I was kind of out of shots. So there's the envelope thing and the bugs. They're great silicone stamps. I mean, they feel wonderful. Good thickness and everything. And the Polaroid picture frame things. And then these crazy little, I don't know, but I just thought they'd be super fun to play with. And some holiday Christmas die cuts. And then this is the other background stamp. Okay. So that is what I got in my little doilies. And I thought we could play with this, and I got my Big Shot here, because I think one of these envelopes will work with the mini journal. And don't judge this too harshly, because it's kind of beat up, because, you know, I don't know what it is. It doesn't seem to matter which way I roll the things through there. They just kind of get banged up. I'm going to cut this just because I don't necessarily want that big of a piece going through there. I just want big enough to do this. I might do two, cut two, because I kind of have an idea. I don't know if it'll work. Probably won't, but we'll see. If not, I can use one, and I've got a couple little mini, I keep saying I'm sorry, I don't know what my deal is today. Mini journals that I'm working on for a friend who ordered them from me, and so I can use them in one in each kind of thing. And I'm sure, you know, we've all seen this before. Mine makes lots of clunking and clanking sounds, and I'm moving my whole table, and I apologize for that. Other people use them and they don't seem to make quite as much noise as mine. Maybe it's because I've got this metal plate on there. Now if I can get it out. It's always what I struggle with. Okay, so I have some vellum over there that I want to try with this, but I'm going to cut out one more of these. I only like to go one way, I don't know why. I need to get all this out. That's the only thing with die cuts, is getting all the, you know, all this stuff out. And I finally got my table all cleaned up. Now I'm going to have all these little things in there. These work really well though. They cut nice. I need my poker tool, not that. I know they have those little, like, I don't know what they look like. They have a whole bunch of pokers on them though, and you just roll them over these and it pops everything out. But I don't own one of those, so it's the only thing. They do get stuck, but this one cut out really nice because I have gotten die cuts before from different places, like especially the ornate ones, and they just don't, you can't either get them out of the die cut or they don't cut the thing, you know, they don't cut it right and everything's still stuck in there, and that's a bit annoying because the whole point is to, you know, have the cool snowflake or star or whatever. I know you can't see this great, but unfortunately my setup is not meant for the big old die cutting machine here. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. Yeah, my poor cat, I kind of mentioned it, or I alluded to it the other day, that he got in a fight, and he really doesn't do that because he pretty much just stays like on our back patio. It's my Persian, and you know, kind of hangs out in the yard, and he'll chase after birds and whatever, but I don't even know what happened because he just came home a mess. We couldn't even figure out what exactly was wrong with him. There were a few drops of blood out on our patio, and we finally figured out that he like got scratched on the inside of his lip, and that's where the blood had come from. And so we thought that was all, you know, that he had just gotten scratched there because he's got a ton of fur, obviously. And then on further, you know, watching him and everything, we discovered this weekend, after of course there were no vets open, that he had 2 bite marks also on his back. And so we got that hair cut off and them all cleaned out and put some like antibiotic ointment on him and stuff like that, but he still just is kind of poopy. And then this last night late, his eye started to get weepy, and so that I just am concerned. So I just want him on antibiotics or whatever he needs, because I mean, I don't think it's like super serious, at least I hope not, unless they find more spots somewhere. But I haven't messed with him a whole lot. He doesn't really want any of us near him, obviously, which I understand, and I'm not great about mugging him when he's like that because he's pretty cantankerous as it is, and I don't know. I'm not good at that. It's like, take him to the vet, they know what to do. I don't know what to do. I worked in the ER. You'd think I could handle it, but for some reason on animals it freaks me out a little more. I'm gonna just get these off of here. But yeah, so he's at the vet right now, and so if my phone rings I'll have to turn off the video, but because I'll have to talk to the vet, you know, and figure out what's going on. So anyways, long story. That you probably are like, whatever, lady. Just get on with it. I was wondering if you could put 2 of these together and then, like, let me see. I got this digi from Tina. It's called Festive Frolics, Shabby Dabby Doodah. Festive Frolics, Shabby Dabby Doodah. And it's got this, I'm going to leave that on there, holly, and so I printed it on transparency paper. So I thought it might be kind of cool to put a piece of that, but the problem is I think it's going to have to be one-sided. I was kind of thinking you could do something like this and then have it as a flip out type thing and do something with this to make a flap. At the back, I don't know. I guess we can try it, see what it looks like. Let's just try it. Okay, so I think these can fold in, and there's little like perforations where you fold. So if I can get them to work, I will do that, which is really nice to have. Oops, I didn't get those popped out all the way. So this is kind of a crazy little idea, but we'll see if it works. Can't just have the envelope, you know. I thought about just having the envelope with the transparency paper behind here. I just think I like the way that looks. But then I got thinking it would be fun to have two of them and do them as some kind of like flip out or something. So I love this kit, Tina, if you happen to see this. It's very fun, very cute. I might, I don't think I need both of those. And I might trim them just a little bit because you can see the, oh, you know what you could do? You could put a piece of transparency, yeah, that's what I'll do. Like one piece down this one and one piece down the other one. That way you'll get the good side on both sides kind of thing. I hope I'm making some sense. You guys are probably like, what on earth are you even talking about? But hopefully when you see it, it'll make sense. Okay, so how deep is this? Okay, I'm just cutting this. I'm sorry if you can't see because I know I don't have the best angle in the whole wide world here. I'm just going to go to a little over 2 because I'm going to have to trim it. I need how long it is. Right, about 3.5, but let's get all these edges off first. I probably should have cut this, but I'm actually lucky I thought to print it before I left with the cat. Actually, it was part of the thing that I was trying to entice the cat. I couldn't find him when I got home from work. And I looked all over the house and all his normal places, and I couldn't find him. And so I decided to print some stuff because the printer, he just goes bonkers if you turn on the printer. Like, he is there in milliseconds, but since he doesn't feel very good, that didn't work. And then I got out the tape measure because that's another thing that he just flips a lid for. And that didn't work, so you can tell he doesn't feel good. And then I finally found him in my closet, all the way back behind my clothes. So I got him out. I feel so bad for him. I feel bad that, you know, of course it had to be on the weekend when we couldn't get him into the vet when I wanted to. Oops, what am I doing? 3.5 is how long, Amy? I mean, I called a different vet and they were booked until Thursday, so it was like, okay, I guess I'll wait till Monday and see if I can't get in my regular one. So anyway, I mean, I think he's okay. He just is banged up and I think he needs some antibiotic. So this will fit in here, maybe. That on there. I need to cut off a tiny shaving more, and I think I'm going to do that with scissors because knowing my luck, I'll just tear it and it'll look like garbage. So let's just trim this a little bit. Yeah, Inlovearts has lots of cool die cuts and things, so if you guys are in the market for that, especially, you know, for Christmas or whatever, yeah, they got loads of stuff. I think I need to cut a little more off because I really want it to be even with that edge. I don't know if I can do that with the scissors straight. So let's see if we can. I didn't even do my other cut straight, did I? Nope. Trying to get it as straight as possible with my not great cut job. That's too much. I need a new blade in that thing. It needs a scrub down from all the glue. Okay, so I think if I just do that like that, and then do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to cut it at a little less so that hopefully we won't have to trim it again. Hopefully that wasn't too much. Now I'm looking at it and I think that was too much off. I mean, you just need a little, oh no, that's right. Okay, so then we need a little less than 3.5. Let's go there. All right. Get that over there. Get my scissors and my art glitter glue. Oh, I got 2 pairs of scissors out here. Okay, this may be crazy. I don't know, but we're gonna try it here. So, I still don't feel like I need that whole lip on there, but my on camera, yeah. Just gonna run a small bead. It's so quiet in here. It's so weird because, you know, for a whole week I had the kids home and husband. He wasn't home for the whole week, but he was home a lot, and we had people here and just everything, and it's like dead silent now. Which I love personally, but it's a little bit weird at the same time because it's, I don't know, you kind of get used to, I mean, my daughter's been practicing cello. We got her a piccolo for Christmas because she's going to do an audition for Boise State in February, so I don't normally give them their Christmas presents early ever, but I wanted her to start practicing for that audition, so she's been playing piccolo, cello, flute, the piano. She's always playing on the piano, so it's often quite noisy around here, so it's a little strange. Okay, this is going to go in here. And of course with vellum, you gotta kind of be careful. You don't want to, you know, get a whole bunch of the glue on the vellum where you are gonna see it. I mean, luckily it's behind these little, you know, the little lacy things, so I think that'll work. And I'm just flying by the seat of my pants here, so it may or may not work. We shall see. But yeah, it's a little bit weird not having anybody home. And my son's always talking to his friends on the internet, so there's always something going on. It's kind of weird. I really miss them when they're not home. I know a lot of people are always like happy in the summer when their kids go back to school or after Christmas break or whatever, but it kind of bums me out. I don't love that. I don't know why. I'd rather have them here. They're fun. Just trying to think how I want to do this. I still think I'm just going to take a little sliver off of this because I don't feel like I need this much, and I don't even know if I need both of them. I might just need one on, you know, because we got double, and I'm a horrible cutter, so yeah, just trying to think of something kind of different to do with these. I mean, yeah, you can just make a regular envelope and put it as a pocket or whatever. I mean, they call them envelopes. They're truly not envelopes because they're just pockets. So I'm not sure why they call them envelopes, but lacy envelope is what they're called. Okay, so I think that'll be good. I just don't want to see them, but I do like the idea of having a little bit of a gusset there. That's kind of nice always. So not a bad thing, just didn't want it quite that much. I don't know if we can meet these up without making a big mess, and my big head's probably going to be in the way, so I apologize right now for that. So I just lined those up. I don't know if you saw that, but I'm sure you get the gist. You're just taking one flap and putting it right over the other flap. And I don't want them to be glued all the way down because I want that gusset. And of course, because I used art glitter glue, which is awesome. It glues so fast. I cannot believe how fast that stuff glues. I'm still getting used to it. It's like you need to think now because it's going to be over. Alright, so that's how that is. So those two flaps are just glued together. I'm going to attempt it on the other side, but try not to glue it down entirely. Okay. Because this is not going to be easy to fix if I glue it down. Okay, I want this thing. Oopsie. Try to get it lined up might help. Need something skinnier than this thing probably. Okay, I think that's good. Maybe put, I'm just realizing that it's not really sticking to these, so I think I'm just going to put like a dot of glue on the back of these little swirls, and so the vellum will stick to those instead of trying to stick to itself on the other side kind of thing. I know this makes no sense. Trying to explain some of this stuff is like just not possible. But anyway, these little swirls right here, I'm putting just a little dot of glue so that the vellum will stick to the front instead of sticking to the other piece of vellum. Maybe that made better sense, I hope. Okay, and I think that's good. I can see one little thing here that needs to get snipped. That's not that bad. Okay, so we have this pocket now. But I want to trim these. I want them to be kind of like a hinge. That's upside down. I'm thinking like, oh, you know what you could do? You could make this like another pocket in here. So let me trim this where I didn't line it up perfectly even. So what I did for this little mini journal, instead of making more hinges out of just, you know, paper, which works awesome, I used some of Tina's, Tina at Shabby Dabby Dooda's ephemera, because she had lots of these like rectangles, and so I thought that was kind of a fun way to do the hinges, just for something different, you know. So yeah, that's how I did this one, and it was actually a lot easier because I don't, you know, silly things like cutting strips, or, you know, like if you don't have any, if you already have some, but then cutting them down to the right size. I don't know why that sometimes bugs me and I don't want to do it. I'll do all kinds of other ridiculous, crazy things in cutting, but don't ask me to cut some strips because I don't want to do that. So I don't know, I guess I'm trying to make things easier on myself. So I use the ephemera, but I really kind of like that look. I think it looks cute. A little more decorative. That's called lazy. The funny things you don't want to admit about yourself, right? I'm going to trim it on this side too. don't want to see that white on there. If I'm going to turn this, you know, you could just make this into like its own little pocket. If I would have ran a bead of glue down the inside, that would have been smart. But maybe folding it where it's supposed to be folded. Plus it was a good way to use more ephemera, you know, which is always fun. So this could be its own little pocket or a flip, like a place to write. If you wanted, you could put paper in there and have it like a flip, and then this, I wonder if that's going to stay down. I think I like the idea of just making it a pocket, just because I'm not sure that how well that's going to stay down. So if we do this, it's down here. Sorry, I'm just thinking how I want to do it. I think it'd be better as a pocket. So let's just do a pocket, and then, you know, it's just another idea that you could have it open up and write, you know, cover it with some cool paper or something. But for now, let's turn it into a pocket. So I need my circle punch. So we'll have 2 pockets. That look centered-ish. And then I'm going to ink in there so that we don't see the white. Oh, I need to put this in my glitter glue, or we'll never be able to get the glue out again. Unless I boil everything. So yeah, say prayers for my dippy little cat. I don't know, that guy. Sometimes, like, what are you doing? Why? Silly little thing. I mean, you know, I'm not saying it's his fault. He could have just gotten ambushed for all I know, because I didn't see it happen, but sometimes I think he tries to be the tough guy, and he is a lot of things, but not tough, so. Mostly just derpy, as my son would call him, derpy. He's a calamity. Like, not too long ago, he likes to get up on the kitchen counter, and he's not allowed. Like, I might have told this story already, so I apologize if I have, but he's not allowed on the kitchen counter. And so one day my husband's like, oh my gosh, something's wrong with the cat. What's wrong with the cat? And I'm freaking out. I'm like, what are you talking about? What's going on? He's like, he's got like some kind of blood all over his sides. And I'm like, what? So we get a hold of him, you know, to figure out what's going on. And he had gotten up on the kitchen counter, and I have one of those Scentsy wax melt thingies up there, and somehow got the wax on both hips. Like, almost looked like he tried to sit in it or something. I don't know if it's because it's warm or what in the world he was doing, but ding-a-ling, like, he freaked us out because we thought he had some weird, like, because it was kind of a, not just full blood, but like a pussy looking color. I don't know how to describe it because he's white. So it looked a weird color, not, I don't know. But anyway, I mean, he's fine, but, so, and I don't even think he realized it was hot wax either, because he's got so much fur. Like, he didn't even seem to notice that he had all this wax hanging off of him. So, we, you know, cut all that off. So, and that was not too long ago. So he has like shorter spots on his back hips, and now he's going to have shaved spots, you know, wherever they have to shave him today. He just is a calamity. I'm telling you, he's like having a toddler around, really. He's always into something that he's not supposed to be. Crazy little cat. Alright, I'm going to make sure this is, yeah, just checking. Thought it might be upside down. So we're going to have this pocket, and then, you know, the pocket in there. Oh, there's actually 2, because I glued it that way so that there's 2 pockets right there. So you can put a little piece of ephemera in each one. So let me look at her ephemera. There's loads of it. If any of you get Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah's kits, you will know that she puts loads of ephemera in there, which is super awesome of her. And you know, we could decorate them up more and stuff, but I just want to show you kind of what I'm thinking. This one going here. So see, that's kind of fun because you can still see that Santa. You could even put them in like this and it would still close. I would back them, you know, so that they're not, I'm just wondering if that's even going to stay closed now, but like put this little Santa in there. And then there's another little spot behind, so let's do that one first. So there's a spot back here. Put a couple of little doodads. This little kitty cat and a stocking. There's a little puppy and a stocking. And you can put these this way too. So that kind of thing, and then this, and I may have to think of a way for that to stay closed, which I'm not sure what that is right now. But yeah, I could back it with something visual so that you could see on both sides. I just think that's kind of fun. So, and I think after it was folded for a while, it doesn't like do anything real crazy to that. So there's one idea. Oh, and I want to try one of these little stickers on a better page than this front one because it's a little wow. I wonder what it would show up best on. It's kind of hard to see. Let me do a snowflake and see if we put it. Maybe. It says it's a sticker. Maybe it's not though. Maybe I'll do this a different time so you don't have to watch me fight with it. Oh, come on. Oh my goodness. This is the only thing with stickers because I think I just am anything fiddly or fumbly I am not good at. Gail was talking about, you know, fighting with her supplies. It is true. It's kind of a bummer when you have to fight with your supplies. There we go. So yeah, just a little piece of that. And see, let's put it on here because it'll show up good on this red. Just a little snowflake. That's so cute. Alrighty, so that's the first one that I'm going to do with that, and we will chat again soon. Thank you guys so much. You guys are all amazing and awesome, and your support just blows me away every day. I cannot believe how awesome you guys are. I have made such great friends doing this, and it just warms my heart. So thank you, all of you, and I hope you had an awesome holiday weekend, and we'll chat again soon. Bye-bye now.